Hey, it's Craig back in the sports cabin, the start of a brand new week. I've always enjoyed covering auto racing, especially the Indy 500. I worked at Channel 6 in Indianapolis for 5 years, and I learned just enough about the sport to be dangerous in a group discussion. I got a lot of stories on the days leading to the race, and now this coming Sunday, they'll do it for the 100th time. I often got caught up in watching and covering qualifying, and especially the run for the pole. Sitting inside row number one in the 11 rows of three is always a big deal. And this time it's a big deal for a lot of different reasons, but the main one, James Hinchcliffe, is on the pole for this year's race. He grabbed the top spot on the last run of the day yesterday. Yep, the search for speed at the 2.5 mile oval at 16th and Georgetown is always on, and it had me glued to the tube. Hinch almost died at that track last May, surviving a vicious crash in practice. 1 year later, his sense of humor and ability to drive a road-based rocket ship have peaked. Hinch and I met back in 2007 right here in good old Houston. I was taping a TV show and asked the Houston Grand Prix people for a driver to join us at Hooters in spring, and they didn't have one of the guys on the regular circuit, so they offered up an Indy Lights driver, a minor leaguer, if you will. He was Canadian. His name, James Hinchcliffe. I said, any port in a storm? They said, hey, you're going to like him. He's a lot of fun. He was great. I liked him immediately. He never once looked at me while we did the interview because he was checking out every employee in the place, and I knew then and there he had the focus that a young man should have. Now he's married. He has a craft beer named for him and is the guy who replaced Danica Patrick in the ride he has now in the Indy Racing League. So I'm naming him without question my Sports Off Center Driver of the Month. Sorry, Danica, it's not even close. This is Craig Roberts on Click 2 Houston.